Pistons first-round draft pick Luke Kennard here with the Pistons and Mavericks in the Orlando Summer League Championship game, and he got hot from three. The Pistons would go up by 10 in that third quarter, Rick.
He kind of got hot from Summer League. I mean, he's had a really good Orlando showing so far.
Lorenzo Brown driving to the bucket with the posterization. Detroit still leading the way by 10 at that point late in the third quarter, but Dallas keeping this thing close until the end. Keith Hornsby with the corner three to tie the game at 72 apiece. That game would eventually go to overtime. And guess who it would be keeping the Pistons in the game? He said he had a hot summer league, Rick. The tough fadeaway to tie the game there. Then yet another three.
Wow.
Off the inbounds pass, tying things at 81. Now with the game tied and 5 seconds to go, Jonathan Motley with the jumper in the paint to give the Mavs the win. Dallas wins the championship in Orlando. Thunder and Pacers, TJ Leaf sitting out of this one. Josh Huestis for the dunk in that second quarter. Indiana up 31-25. Johnson with the layup plus the foul here. He'd missed that free throw, but that would tie things up at 31 apiece. OKC would lead the way by 2 at the half. Jarnell Stokes helping the Pacers extend the lead. With the deflected pass, he'd get the jumper to go. Then he'd be found on the break as well for the layup. The Pacers up by 5, 60-55. Huestis there again in a late game situation, as we've seen a lot in Orlando. There for the left-handed tip-in. Then Trey McKinney-Jones with the jumper. And the and one opportunity. He'd make that free throw. The Pacers go on to win it 89-80. The Orlando Magic with the number 6 pick, Jonathan Isaac, sitting out with a strained left hip. Johnny O'Brien with the turnaround jump shot here in the first, tying things up at 10 apiece. Then Dwayne Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Driving layup. Charlotte up 35-30. Coach Frank Vogel keeping watch. He's got that summer look on, doesn't he?
Summer beard.
Bacon with 29 points and 8 rebounds in this one.
A little contract, too.
Not bad. Karnowski off the bench here with 20 points and 9 rebounds. There he is in a late game situation. Backing down.
Bully ball right there.
Getting it done inside. Charlotte up by 4. Then Briante Weaver to Jonathan O'Brien. Yet again, this time the top of the key for the three. He had 23 points and 5 rebounds in this one. Charlotte goes on to win it 86-78.
Bam, bam.
Adebayo warming up, facing the New York Knicks. Frank Ntilikina sitting out of this one with a sore right knee. Jason Randall with the three. He had 18 points and 6 rebounds in this one. And the Knicks' Kyle O'Quinn documenting this one from Orlando. There he is. Got to get him that official photographer vest from Russ.
Bobo got to get him a Quinn beard.
Rough game for Bam, though. 13 points, just 1 of 10 from the field.
He caught that one right there on the defensive end, though.
11 of 14 from the free throw line, though. Dotson with the deep three. He'd get it to go. With a missed alley-oop here from Bam, but Dotson with the rebound.
Passer makes a shooter.
He had 20 points in this one. The Knicks win it 91-72. Here's our Rick Kamla, Vince Carter to wrap things up.
An intense, thrilling, and dramatic week at the 2017 NBA Summer League in Orlando is in the books, and we welcome you back to Amway Center to recap it. Rick Kamla and Vince Carter, and we just saw a magnificent championship game won by the Dallas Mavericks in overtime over the Detroit Pistons, and down 4 guys who went to Vegas. Down Cat Barber, who got hurt in this game. Dwight Bikes put the team on his back and led them to victory.
He was outstanding. Getting in the paint, making plays, hitting threes. I mean, he was 2 for 10 today. At the top of the broadcast, we talked about defensively, Cat Barber and Bikes, and it was offense, what he brought to the table. He put them on his back, and got the job done today. In the paint, at the free throw line, he was just tremendous.
And defensively as well, and ironically, the play that won the game was set up for Ding. He passed it to Motley, who made the shot, but they don't get to that point without Dwight Bikes. Now let's talk about the best player on the losing team, and that was Luke Kennard. He was super clutch all week long, making 3 free throws in that Miami game, free throws in this one, a huge 3 to tie it late, and he had 24 here today.
Yeah, shooting 9 for 15 from the field, 3 for 3 from 3, 5 rebounds. He was great all week, and I think game one, I saw him on TV playing, and his first shot, he looked like he belonged. And I think Stan and the coaching staff put him in the position to play the point guard to kind of settle him down, just to get him comfortable, and I think he took off from there.
The number one takeaway for me for Luke Kennard, he's not just a three-point specialist. He can put it on the floor. He's got mid-range game, played some D, and actually got a double tech with Luis Montero at one
Yes.
point in this game. Now, for the Miami Heat, I think Bam Adebayo proved, not to the Heat because they love him, they drafted him, but to a lot of people that they made the right pick taking Bam at 14.
Right. He showed that, yes, we knew him as a defensive player, at least I did, but he showed he's a player offensively. He showed the 1-2 pull-up, just the shot blocking ability, his ability to run the floor. We knew he can get above the rim, handling the ball, making plays, jump hooks, making the right plays. I mean, everything. He showed it all today. And yes, they have a great player. Losing Chris Bosh as they did, they had to move forward, and Bam Adebayo is a player.
Good pick for the Miami Heat.
Absolutely.
Good pick by NBA TV to go with Vince Carter here to close out the Orlando Summer League. Vince, always a pleasure and a treat with you, my friend. So we are done in Orlando. Now it's all about Utah and, of course, Vegas, and we will see you next year, everybody.